Hi everyone, Jose Vega here, your federal court certified court interpreter. I wanted to give you some tips on how to schedule an interpreter and how to best get a translation for a document that you need to file with the courts. I give tips to attorneys, law firms regarding language issues. So, do I need a professional translation? Do you need a language professional to help you out? Well, the thing is that if you show up in court with a translation or you appear at an immigration residency interview with an interpreter, and that interpreter happens to be a relative or a friend and is not professional, the immigration officer may not accept that person to act as an interpreter. Same thing goes with a document translation. If it's not signed by an independent third party, they may not take it. So that's first of all. Then what happens, for example, when you have other types of translations? Let's say you have a document, a college transcript, and you're applying for a university. That's a different story because in that case, the education institution will set the standards that they need. Sometimes they just want a plain, straightforward translation of the transcript. On other occasions, they may want legalization and equivalency, and there's only a couple of companies that are authorized to do that equivalency here in the United States. We do the translation portion, and these other companies do the equivalency, and they could get let's say, a university degree, college degree from somewhere else, convert it into the equivalent here, whether it is a 2-year college degree or a 4-year university degree. Now, when I say a legal professional, I'm putting emphasis in the word legal. Why? Because you can get a translation professional that does not specialize in the legal field. So when you look into all these websites, especially the bigger companies that do translations, you'll see that they do marketing, they translate websites, they translate books, bio medical this, biomedical that. These websites seem a little bit confusing. What happens is that in the translation industry, the big bucks are in the big translations for the big multinational companies that don't translate legal documents necessarily. They translate their marketing material, they translate manuals, and that is where the money is. So most translation companies don't want to do legal translations. And what ends up happening is that if you have a legal document, you have issues with the translation at the end of the day where the legal concepts are not translated correctly. We even have that problem internally where we have to sift out the good legal translators from the ones that are not good at legal. So when we have a medical document, for example, we have one team that does medical translations. Have a legal document, we give that to the legal team. And both of these translations obviously get filed with the courts. So that's what I wanted to say. It's something to keep in mind. Try to focus when you get a translator for a document, or when you get an interpreter. Try to focus on getting interpreters and translators that are dedicated to the legal field. Happens in the interpreting industry as well. An interpreter could focus on conference translating. They love conferences. They go to all these conferences, a medical conference, all sorts of conferences where you interpret simultaneously for the speakers on stage. That same interpreter, you put them in a courtroom setting, they may not know what to do. They may not know how to function properly. So, well, thank you very much. That was it for today. You know that we specialize in the legal industry, and we're here for you at legaltranslations.net. Thank you very much.